Hello everybody, welcome back to the Doof Plays. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the DreamWorks movies because a lot of my friends are making tier makers of the DreamWorks movies and I wanted to as well. And I decided to do a video on it because of course I would. Also, it gives me an excuse to actually try out a recording with my new microphone, which is the Shure SM7B. Yeah, is it a little too much for Let's Plays? Probably, but it's an industry standard, so yeah, can't go wrong. I'm really liking it so far. I don't have all the settings figured out, so it might sound a little bit different until I actually get to record in my next Let's Play, which hopefully will drop January 1st, so mark your calendars. But you know, that out of the way, let's get to ranking. So you might see I have two categories: haven't seen but like probably should, and haven't seen but like come on, it's bad. Because it wouldn't be a tier list without not knowing completely everything about the subject. Am I right? Okay, so let me just go through these real quickly. Bad. I know I haven't. I probably should see Penguins too. I heard this was actually really good. Oh, do I put Captain Underpants? And probably should, or it's bad. I actually don't even know what the general opinion on this is. You know, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say, but probably should as well. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Captain Underpants. No, God, no. No. Yeah. You know, I've always liked DreamWorks probably more than any other animated children's kids animation show. But I don't know anything about this either. When did this even come out? I don't even know. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's bad. just by judging by the book by the cover. Yeah, I really like DreamWorks. Actually, I heard this actually wasn't as bad as you might think. I'm still gonna put it like this because I just don't have any interest. And I'm pretty sure I've seen these. Like when I was really young, but I don't remember a single thing about them. Like nothing. Wasn't like more Wallace and Gromit movies? Were they like something under than DreamWorks at the time? Gosh, I don't even know, man. Yeah, I really came prepared for this one. Even though DreamWorks haven't had the best track record, I still love them a lot. That's a lot more than I thought there was gonna be on these two. Whoops. Oh, anyways, let's just go on. Okay, so first one I have is Puss in Boots. I saw this in theaters actually, and it was okay. It's nowhere near as good as the Shrek movies, but it wasn't trying to be a Shrek movie, so I can't really blame them for trying to do something different. Now, was it good? It was okay. I don't think it's C, and it's definitely not S. It's been so many years since I actually watched this movie though, and I didn't watch it again. A lot of these movies down here I've watched more than one time, but this, nope, did not watch more than one time. I think maybe from that merit alone, I might just put it at B. Sorry, Puss in Boots. I love you as a character, though. I really do. Kung Fu Panda 2 is the best Kung Fu Panda, and like the entire Kung Fu Panda franchise as a whole is S tier, probably. Oh, that actually does remind me. I actually haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 3 either. Yeah. And actually, I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 3 as well. I am so behind in movies. Oh no. Yeah. But yeah, Kung Fu Panda 2 has just an amazing story and even more amazing villain. Actually, I haven't watched it more than once though. I know. I'm contradicting myself, but I do remember it very well still, and I still remember it being really awesome. So I'm gonna put it S tier. Kung Fu Panda 1 is just as awesome as 2. It really is something special, I think. Like maybe even more special than Kung Fu Panda 2. But yeah, definitely S tier by a long shot. Spirit is the only DreamWorks 2D movie that I've watched. And honestly, it is amazing. I love it. It's I mean, I do love it and it's amazing, but does it really belong in S tier? Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to judge, I guess. It's more like an art piece more than a movie, I would say, which is kind of a strange way to view it, because you know, movies are art, just like how video games are art, in my opinion. But I think as far as like story-wise goes, I think the experience of the movie is like more than like the movie overall. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think I'll put it at A tier just for that, but damn it. Spirit is still like very, very high A tier at the very least. I think that Prince of Egypt, I think, is like more well respected as the DreamWorks 2D movie go-to. But if you haven't watched Spirit, I fully recommend watching it, especially if you like horses. Like if you like horses, this would be an amazing movie for you. Alright, Shrek Forever After. So, people don't like Shrek Forever After. And I don't know why exactly, because it's really good. I think maybe it has something to do with the fallout of Shrek the Third, which I guess I just put. I don't know. Well, you know what? We'll talk about that one next. Because the fallout of Shrek the Third, no one liked, but Shrek Forever After was just a very good sequel. Just a very good, like, kind of like a natural way the series would go. The villain, Rumpelstiltskin, is amazing. Just a lot of twists and turns, and it's very emotional as well. Like, maybe even the most emotional Shrek movie? I don't know. Yeah, Shrek Forever After is a lot better than what people give it credit for, and I can't justify putting it in the B tier, so I'm gonna stick it at A. Yeah. Alright, Shrek the Third. So I used to think that Shrek the Third was my favorite Shrek movie, and I have long since taken that back. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. Not to the level that Shrek Forever After was. Like that's just really good. But no, this doesn't have that many redeeming qualities. You could take this out of the franchise and you wouldn't be missing much. Like, the only thing that happened is that Shrek has children now. That's the only lasting impact of this movie. I think I'll put as C. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I think at least Puss in Boots is better than Shrek the Third. So I think for now I'll put it at C. We'll see if it will stay there. It probably will though. Alright, Shrek 2 is the best Shrek movie. I think that's not an unpopular opinion. It's just very solid all around. an amazing sequel to an already amazing movie, which I think I'll just put Shrek the first at A tier as well. High A tier, highest, maybe even the highest A tier. Don't know if the first Shrek is as good as it's so weird because Shrek is better than probably Shrek Forever After, but I wouldn't say it's better than Shrek 2. But does it belong in A tier as well? I don't know, I'll just keep it there. Monsters vs. Aliens is another one that I've seen in movie theaters and never again. And it is why? If we are doing this based on the merits of the TV shows that the movie spawned, Monsters vs. Aliens would probably be like D, F tier, even though I don't even have those. Because oh my god, the Monsters vs. Aliens TV show is so garbage, so very garbage. Yeah, I have to stick it at C tier. It's probably even worse than Shrek the Third. I'll give you that. It's just so bizarre, I think. Megamind. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely should, because it's an easy S tier. Probably one of the easiest S tiers that I could probably give a DreamWorks movie. It is so funny. It is so engaging. It has Mr. Blue Sky. So what else? What else do you need? It does. So I think around this time, this movie and Despicable Me came out like a few months apart. And weirdly enough, Despicable Me is the one that was known for the whole, oh look it, we're following the villain's journey instead of the hero's journey. And while I don't think that the first Despicable movie is like bad per se. I thought it was a lot better when it first came out, but nowadays it's like ugh. But while I have less in my opinion of Despicable Me, Megamind has definitely kept its greatness. So Megamind's definitely an S tier. Okay, Madagascar 3. Madagascar 3 is like another one of those sequels that people seem to not like, but I don't think it's as bad as what people say. Now granted, it is kind of not that good in most places. I don't know. I don't think I just vibe with the humor in Madagascar 3. Like, I feel like the humor of this movie is kind of slightly different from the other two. And maybe it's just like nostalgia overtaking my opinions with this. I just don't think it's as funny as 1 or 2. And this is a comedy movie, so you really have to base it on those merits a lot of those times. So I will stick Madagascar 3 in B. Okay, Dragons 2, okay. You know, how about we just, before we get to Dragons 2, let's go with How to Train Your Dragons 1. Because this one is actually my favorite DreamWorks movie of all time. I've watched this so many times that I do not want to admit how many times I've watched it. I think it's the closest you can get to perfect that DreamWorks has ever gotten. It's just a masterpiece. An actual masterpiece in my opinion. And oddly enough, at least for like the 3D movies, it's also as far away from DreamWorks as it goes. Well, besides maybe like the other How to Train Your Dragon movies, which is kind of weird, but you know what? I dig it. I really do dig it. Alright, so How to Train Your Dragon 2. It has some good stuff. It has some bad stuff. I think like the last third of the movie is like absolutely awful, like absolute garbage. But I think overall it's still okay. And that's really the only compliment I can give to this movie. It's okay, which is kind of a disappointment. I would love to love it more than what I already do, but I can't get it. I can't put it at A. C is kind of too tough, so I will put it at B. The Croods. So The Croods is probably one of the most recent of the movies that I've watched that's on this list, funnily enough. But I can't remember a single thing about this movie. Literally not one detail comes to mind. Except that the song Shine Your Way by Owl City is on the credits, and I love Owl City, and I really like that song. But that's the only thing I remember about it. So honestly, by those merits alone, I'm just gonna put it at C. I guess it's like a nothing happens movie. Okay, let's go to First Madagascar. First Madagascar, I saw some movie theaters like when it first came out, and I saw it multiple times since. And I actually distinctly remember that Madagascar was like the funniest thing I've ever seen at that time. Like so much that like the people around me were telling me to shut up from laughing. I still think it's really funny. I think it's definitely aged well. I think I'll put it in A. I don't think it has quite the merits of putting the S tier. It's funny. It's really funny, but I don't think it really has much else. And so I'm just gonna put it A tier. Madagascar 2 is another like slammer funny movie, and it's probably just as funny. It's kind of weird. I'd say with these two are like tied basically. Really, they are. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that Madagascar 2 needs to be an A or B tier as well. It's basically A, just with the original. The B movie. So the B movie, it's a joke to a lot of people, and it's a good joke. It is the fact that the B movie exists is both like amazing and horrible at the same time. The whole movie is a meme, and it's just a stupid movie. Now saying that, it's a funny kind of stupid. I think this is a criticism of the B movie that I totally agree with, but like the last act of the movie sucks. Like when the bees sue the humans and basically everything after that, it's just the movie does not go in a good place. But that first 2/3 of the movie is absolute gold. I love those parts. Oh, it's so I want to put it in A tier, but I'm just looking at the list I have so far, and I can't put the B movie on the same tier as Spirit. Spirit or Shrek. I can't. And, you know, I'm gonna stay at the B tier. B movie for B, C, it works out, okay? It just, you know, you just have to, okay? It's funny, okay? Laugh. Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge is definitely one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. It is, not only is it incredibly funny, but it has a very touching plot, and it has some of the best music in the entire DreamWorks franchise because they're all sung by the singer Ben Folds, which I don't really know too much about him, besides the song sang in this movie. But they're all bangers, like pretty much. I love it. I don't think I can justify putting it in S tier though, but it's definitely very high A tier. I've said that 3 times now, but I really do mean it. Shark Tale is We're just gonna put that in C tier. I really do not wish to talk about it. It is just so bad all around. I hate the main character with a passion. Oscar is just, oh my god, I hate him. I hate him so much. And then we have his like friend Lenny the Shark, which honestly almost saves the movie, but he doesn't. I'm sorry. Alright, 2 more left. Ants. Ants was... It was either the first DreamWorks movie or the first 3D one. I don't quite remember. Wasn't DreamWorks made basically to make fun of Disney, basically? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember exactly when Ants was released. I probably should have looked this up before I started recording. Oh well. Ants is okay. I don't really have any strong feelings about it one way or another. And I think for that I'm gonna stick it at B. Because ants are insects like bees, so it belongs in B tier. Flushed Away. I don't know how many people actually watched this movie. It's a claymation. At least I think it's a claymation. Just like Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, so I probably will like those two for even more of the reasons, because I like the art style aesthetically. It's just a good time, I think. Kind of weird. It definitely goes in places where I would not expect, but I think I dig it. I'm gonna keep that at A tier. It's probably a low A tier. Because my feelings for it is not as strong, but it's definitely better than a lot of these movies in the B tier. Well, it should be better than all of them, but I don't know, you know, strengths and weaknesses. Okay, let's order them in on the tiers. So first, like I said, How to Train Your Dragon 1 is the best. Then I'm gonna hit you with second best being a Megamind. Definitely, Megamind is just a rockin' amazing time. Then I'm gonna go with Shrek 2, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Kung Fu Panda 1. That seems pretty accurate. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that there. So that's 5 S tiers, which is probably more S tiers than what should be, but you know, that's fine, that's fine. A tier is probably gonna be the hardest tier to correctly identify. I'm gonna keep these two the same. Shrek 1, then Spirit. That seems pretty correct. Then I'm gonna put Over the Hedge as number 3, because yeah, that seems about right. I said these two are ties, but I can't just, you know, put them on top of each other like that. I think my gut feeling is putting 2 just like the over 1. Most because I think I like the shenanigans with the penguins a little more in 2. And yeah, I'm literally putting the penguins' humor as the reason why 2 is more than 1. So let's just go with that. And then probably this. I don't know. I feel like Flushed Away should be more than what it is on the A tier, but I can't really justify it being better than any of these or any of these. Yeah, I guess Flushed Away will just have to be there. I'm sorry, Flushed Away fans. It's still a really good movie. Okay, got it. We got that good. Now for B tier. Well, you know, we gotta have B movie the top of the B tier. Otherwise, like, you know, why even make this video? You know. I'm gonna put some Boots at the very last of the B tier. I feel like that's correct. I'm gonna put How to Train Your Dragon the second last. And then probably, you know, put the insects by each other again. You know, it's just fitting, okay? Yeah, we're just gonna keep it at that. Now for C tier, oh god. You know, I'm gonna put Shrek the Third to the top of the C tier, because like I said, I could probably just as easy have made that a B tier if I really wanted to. We're gonna put Croods as second in the C tier because of Shine Your Way and nothing else. Then we're gonna keep that in that because Shark Tale by default has to be last. And Shark Tale, you know, I probably should have made more tiers that were, you know, more than C, because this should have been like D or F. But honestly, it'll just be the only one. This and maybe these two will probably be the only ones in the D/F tier anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, this is all the ones I haven't seen. I really will someday, probably, maybe not Captain Underpants, but once again, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, this is my tier list. I hope you like it or hate it. You know, leave a like or dislike if you want to. Comment on how right or wrong I am. And I hope you enjoyed this tier list. See you all next time. Bye bye.